Stray is amazing. I pre-ordered it about 2 weeks before it came out and finished it in just 5 hours over the next few days, loving every single second of it. But there was one moment that stood out to me as being the perfect encapsulation of what Stray is about, and probably the most memorable moment of the game, aside from the ending obviously. Many of you watching right now will have heard of How I Met Your Mother, a comedy series which ran from the mid-2000s to the early 2010s. The reason I bring this up is because of this moment in one of the final episodes, where the main character, Ted, hears his future wife singing La Vie en Rose. You'll see why I'm bringing this up in a minute. You might be thinking that this has nothing to do with Stray, and you're partially right. There is no direct connection between Stray and How I Met Your Mother, but there is for me. I watched How I Met Your Mother when I was probably far too young to be watching a show like that, but that just means that this scene has stuck in my head for years, and I was reminded of it as I wandered through the slums in Stray, looking for the rest of the outsiders' homes who I had to find in order to advance to the next stage of the game. This moment, this right here, it's an optional thing in the game, you don't have to do it if you don't want, in fact you have to go out of your way to find it, and yet it's the perfect summary of what Stray is about. You, as a cat, sleep on a set of pillows as an android next to you plays a guitar made out of a fuel can. Looking at it from a cynical point of view, yes it's ridiculous, yes it's near nonsensical, but nonetheless, this quiet, warm moment can only be done in a game like Stray, with its unique blend of futurism, and with its neon signs and its quiet nature, and all the exploring you can do, it's unlike anything else I've ever seen. For me, this is the most memorable part of the game, aside from the, spoiler alert, death of B12 and last shot of the outside. Stray isn't a long game, I beat it in only about 5 hours, but it is a deep one. The developer's passion is clear from the detailed designs of the environments. Everything is placed specifically to make the world as beautiful as possible. And the fact that there's so many locations that you can just sit down in as the camera slowly zooms out makes this clear. Stray isn't just that cat game, instead, it's the cat game. That's part of the reason I enjoy it so much. Stray isn't a slow game, but it's certainly not chock full of action, aside from you being shot by sentinels. It was a nice change of pace for me, because the other two main types of games I play are either these world-spanning grand strategy games, or fast-paced shooters where you either have to kill aliens or literal actual demons. Looking at you, Doom. Both of these genres are very distant to the player. You don't actually know what it's like to lead a nation. You don't know what it's like to be the saviour of humanity. Side note, there's a surprisingly large amount of Jesus metaphors attached to both Master Chief and Gordon Freeman. Weird. But I can relate to Stray. I do have a cat, that's him, and I know just how much he enjoys watching the world around him, for hours on end. A little like what you do in playing Stray, although you aren't just staring at the pretty colours for 5 hours. And it's moments like these that expand the experience from there. I didn't have to find Marusk, I didn't have to collect all the sheet music left around the slums, but I did it anyway because I wanted to explore the world, interact with its members, and find out what happened to it. My curiosity is what drove my enjoyment of the game. I guess Stray's players are a little more like cats than I first thought, because it was curiosity, after all, that killed the cat.